Warning! The following podcast includes spicy content. This level of heat may not be intended for all audiences. No, but seriously, it's hot. Like, spicy. I mean, we might chew food for like 10 seconds, but we don't really swear. And it's not actually dirty. We just talk about hot chicken. So if you like it XXX hot, welcome to the HOT Chix Podcast. Hello, friends and folks. Welcome back to another episode of the HOT Chix Podcast, a spicy pilgrimage to Nashville fried chicken phenomenon. I'm Alex Tinker, and I'm joined again this week by my co-host, Mr. Gregory Gillespie. Greg, how are you doing today?
Doing good. I also had some good chicken.
Oh, we did. Oh, my goodness. I also called you Greg. I am sorry about that, my bud. Okay, so, Gregory, we have come up with a name for this new contender. I gotta know, what are we calling it?
The New Kid.
The New Kid.
And of course, we're talking about Lilly's Hot Chicken.
Oh, man. It was outstanding. I think, so we went today to the Nashville Farmers Market. We mentioned Chef Chris Lilly.
Chris Lilly is the owner.
During our intro episode. Just a couple times. We peppered him in.
Right.
Goodness gracious.
So, first of all, I did not actually have that high expectations because I'm not the biggest fan of the Nashville Farmers Market. It's a food court that, to me, doesn't have stellar food options. It's okay. It is what it is. But Lilly's is new. It's been there less than a year. They've been a food truck, I think, since about 2020. But I hadn't had it as a food truck. I hadn't had it since they moved into the farmers market. And so we thought this would be a good one to do pretty early on because it's probably the newest hot chicken place, the newest brick and mortar hot chicken place in town. I don't know of a newer one, so we're going to say for now it's the newest.
I don't know of a newer one
right.
That would beat it.
It's less than a year, so as far as brick and mortars are concerned. So hopes were not like tremendously high, to be honest. Looked good, but we went. The farmer's market, how good could it be? I ordered a leg quarter, which heat level, I forgot how they do it.
I think spicy was the hot.
Three levels up, which basically they're spicy, or they're hot. It's called spicy, and ordered a piece of fish, which it didn't specify what type of fish. It just said fish. I love fish. I got half of the fish with lemon pepper seasoning too. So you try both. But
dude, we gotta talk.
We'll talk about the fish.
We're gonna talk about the fish. We're gonna talk about the fish.
That's our. Yeah.
We're gonna add something new for this episode, talking specifically about the fish.
Right.
But we got to talk about the chicken. I as well. I naturally got the tenders. I got the what was it? I got the fries and I got the coleslaw. Mm-hmm. I got spicy as well because that was the middle of the road.
Two tender spicy, one tender.
So let me talk about this one real quickly. So our side chick for today is we got a Fear de Reaper. Oh, okay.
We have it here in the studio.
We have not eaten this yet, but we do have glasses of milk ready. We have two pieces readily.
We have a tender split in half. Which there is pickle on top, just FYI.
That is just the right way.
I agree. I don't. Do you think pickles help with the heat?
Now, see, okay, I'm going to say in some weird way, yes, but that's because the vinegar in the pickle, I believe, neutralizes some of the capsaicin itself.
Yeah. I don't know the science on it. I feel like the pickle does, and I love pickles. I'm the type of guy that orders extra pickles everywhere I go because I like a slice of pickle with every bite of chicken. I love that. So anyway, this Fear of the Reaper tender does have pickle on it, but yeah.
And also, just to let you know, the coolest part is, and I'm gonna show them this graphic, but it's the Know Your Scoville heat scale.
Yeah, very useful.
Shout out to Chris. I mean, Chef Chris was on it with this one. It's right by the cash register, actually.
Right.
and it'll show you where plain, mild, spicy, wish
everyone did that. That'd be great.
I do too, man. And here's the thing. Again, like I said in the intro episode, I know it was a little while back, but if we could have quantifiable data on all of these Scovilles, where they're landing, you know what I mean? I would just, man, would I love that. But Fear de Reaper is Carolina Reaper. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously the pepper that we're going with.
Right.
We are not at the capsaicin itself, pure capsaicin. That's 16 million. You would, woof. No. Woof.
I'm already not looking forward to it, but we're going to eat it live just for your pleasure, not ours.
But before we jump in, let's talk about the history, the intro of them. They're very new. You gave a great introduction about how they were in a food truck. Mm-hmm. I think their Instagram goes back to 2020, we stated. And honestly, that's kind of where we're taking the beginning of the history until we actually bring Chef Chris in to interview, which he also was like, yes, absolutely.
He was a very nice guy. Yeah. I really liked him a lot. He was very, very accommodating. He said that they'd been making, it was kind of a family recipe they'd been making for a while. Because I'm always interested as to like, well, why are you doing this? There's so many hot chicken places. Like, why are you throwing your hat in the ring? And so, but it seemed like something that they just liked, and they'd been doing it for a while. And I do think his chicken is unique.
Let's talk about the you had mentioned he had been doing this for a while. Do you remember what he stated that was like the catalyst for hot chicken for him? It was very brief, but he mentioned the catering event.
Oh yes, he said like he was it a holiday? I think it was a holiday where he had just dozens. I can't remember.
400 orders.
Okay.
400
way more than dozens.
Orders.
Yes, a lot of orders of hot chicken. So people were in the know, who knew this guy within his community, that he knew how to fry chicken.
And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, walk into any small mom and pop, like here's the best way I can say it. Walk into a Chinese food takeout restaurant. There are 4 seats. There's one booth, right? That's off in the corner somewhere. And it's because they have to have a booth there. Personally, to see, if I put in my mind, right, that meant he flipped that table 100 times for one event. Right? That was his event. People liked his hot chicken so much that he had 400 orders. Now, I'm going to take you back into the culinary side of this. Okay, on a typical restaurant Sunday morning, if you're looking at a brunch and it's a smaller kind of smaller restaurant, let's say you've got some 4 top tables, you got about 12 of them. That is, you would have to flip that room about 8 to 9 times before you could get the number of people that came to eat just his chicken in one event.
Yeah.
That's unreal to me.
Yeah, I wonder how he did that, because that's...
You know what, though? That's a question we're going to have to ask him, because real quick, if you couldn't tell, I also kind of went in with some, I just didn't have expectations. You know,
it's another hot chicken place.
It's another hot chicken place.
Right.
I was so pleasantly surprised.
I was blown away. It's among the top. I will say it's among the top. So, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it when we got it. Pretty big leg quarter, first of all. Pretty good size. And the fish actually was really big too. Not super cheap, I think. You know, like I think $10 for a leg quarter. You know, that is not inexpensive. They did not have breast quarters. That's an interesting thing. They do have game hens, which I tried to get, but they were out of. They probably that's probably the thing they're first to run out of, because that's just extra preparation and such. But
also they take a good long while to prepare.
Yeah, they take a lot longer to. Oh yeah, we should talk about that, because the food was actually ready really fast. It did not take very long.
Before we jump into that, you were talking about prices. And right. I'm going to run down some prices real quickly. First and foremost, one of my favorite things is they have few options for entrees. I love this. Because if you can nail a few things, I'm sold, right? I'm sold. They had tenders. They had party wings, which are going to be like what you get, like Super Bowl type wings and everything like that, like standard wings. They had leg quarters. They had a fish sandwich, jazzy fries, which I didn't
I wonder
get.
if that's an old menu. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't look into that one. They had a Lil Hen, which was the Cornish hen that we talked about.
Is that a play on Lily?
Is that what?
A play on Lily.
I think it's more small, like size, but they could be Lil Hen. That's a good one. Okay. I didn't think about that. Again, a question we'll ask Chef. And then, iconically, the chicken sandwich, which we had a woman at the table next to us get.
Yeah.
And that thing had to be 5 inches tall.
It was big.
It looked
good.
It looked excellent.
It looked really good.
They have some sodas, some waters, some tea.
Oh, they had cobbler.
That was something I was going to bring up. Is they had peach cobbler on the menu.
We slept on the cobbler. Next time.
I was so excited.
Come back for the game hen and the cobbler.
Well, they had fries. They had fried okra, baked beans, coleslaw, mac and cheese, turnip greens. You can get a T-shirt if you want. Just to go through the heat levels real quick. I'm not going to do this with every place because some people just have massive menus.
Sure.
But I've only probably been talking about for about a minute and a half at this point, and this just goes to show how small of a place this is.
Yeah.
Heat levels. Plain, no heat. Mild is a little spicy. Spicy is heating things up. And then hot damn is getting crazy. And then Fear the Reaper is call 911. And that's the one that we were talking about with Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
Dry rubs, they have some sweet heat and some lemon pepper, which we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then some people were like mix the heat and they had sweet and spicy and then mild lemon pepper, which I don't recall
I'd get a sandwich next. Maybe I'd try a sandwich.
I would try a sandwich as well.
With the mixed lemon pepper, sweet heat, and lemon pepper. That'd be good.
Also, everything that I just mentioned, all of those entrees, with the exception of the Lil Hen, which is $20 because it takes a good amount of time to do, and the party wings, which are $12. Every other main option that I mentioned was $10 across the board.
Right.
Which, again, it's one of the reasons I like Dave's Hot Chicken, because it's just a small menu.
Yeah.
And if you can do a few things excellent, you have my attention.
Yeah, I think they have a simple menu. It's easy to understand. Like I said, very interesting that they don't have breast quarters, because that's pretty uncommon. I don't know of many places that have leg quarters that don't have breast quarters. I probably lean more towards a leg quarter. I like dark meat. And so, but I usually get both, and I would have gotten the game hen. They were out, but I'll try it next time.
We did ask.
Yeah, we did. And so, but we got it. I could tell right off the bat that this was good. You can just scrape your finger along the top, and if it's making noise, then you know it's going to be good. I got mine first. It didn't take long. And I actually tried the fish first.
Yeah, you did. You jumped right.
Well, it's because the fish was, like the chicken sometimes holds a lot of heat, and the fish, you could just tear off a piece really easily,
flake.
And was blown away by the fish. Previously, shout out again, some of these things I haven't had in a while, but I have said for a long time that Bolton's is my favorite fish in town. I don't know if this is better than Bolton's, but it might be. I haven't had Bolton's fish in a while. This was really good.
We are going to do an episode on Bolton's, which I know it is not a standard, like what you would consider throwing a hot fish into our podcast. But again, that goes back to Gregory's descriptions of the preparation and the dish.
It's cultural though.
A lot of these,
and that's something that you actually don't get outside of Nashville. A lot of these places opening up outside of Nashville don't have hot fish, but in Nashville, a lot of the hot chicken places have hot fish, and mostly it's catfish, sometimes whiting. We actually,
what was the name of it?
Sway?
Swat.
Yes, swat.
Is that right?
Yeah. And
if we're getting that wrong, please feel free to correct us in the comments and everything.
And immediately I was asking that question because I was like, this fish, it's really thick and it's flaky. It doesn't quite seem quite as, for lack of a better term, slimy as catfish or as fishy as catfish. And it seemed cleaner than catfish. And It was really good, really crispy, flaky, thick though. Like I said, thick, because catfish can be really thin. And so I noticed how thick it was. Got the half of it was hot, the other half was lemon pepper. They were both good. They were both just excellent fish.
So we're diving right into this. So we were going to introduce a new segment into this, and we will later.
Yeah.
But maybe you'll see this in like separate episodes or something like that. But we want to introduce something called the sleeper. And what this is this is the sleeper item on the menu. And that is the thing that you would not expect to get. But this fish sandwich, I mean, Gregory and I, we have no issues like, hey, try this. You got to try this. Get over here. Try this. This fish sandwich I had my little plastic fork that they give you in the pack of utensils and everything.
Yeah.
I had my little plastic fork trying to like cut off different pieces of the fish sandwich. It flaked off so well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Gregory, I think my favorite part about it was the lemon pepper side.
Yeah, the lemon pepper was really good. Also, let's talk about sandwich, the term, because if you're not in Nashville, you might think this is something that it's not.
Okay.
They say sandwich, but that just really means it comes on top of bread. It's not a sandwich.
It's open face.
It's I don't even think a lot of people, I don't know where that started. That might be a question for Sam Harrison.
That's a great, well, and honestly, I think the chicken sandwich itself, because, Chick-fil-A has a claim on the chicken sandwich, right?
But the fish is not served like a sandwich.
It's not.
It's on a piece or two of bread with pickles and onions on top, and sometimes a squirt of mustard. And it's not like you don't eat it like a sandwich. I mean, you actually can, but
that squirt of mustard would not go with the lemon pepper. Just to be honest, it would go with the hot. It would not go with.
I don't know.
You think so?
Well, I mean, it went good. The pickles went good with it. So
That's
pickles
true.
are vinegary, like mustard. So, but that was my first bite. Was the fish? Because I was waiting on you for the chicken. I tried the fish. That's definitely the sleeper. It was really good. Was it better? I don't know if it was as good as the chicken, but I am going to say that it's close because that chicken was good.
We need to talk about it's okay. So it's not just eating the chicken. It's not just the flavor. It's the experience. Whenever I was working in restaurants and we would open up a new one, how does this look? Remember, you eat with the eyes.
Sure.
Right. That was a big thing that we talked about in the test kitchen is you eat with the eyes. You eat with the eyes. The moment that this chicken, and I took videos, I'm going to post a lot of these online on our socials. Feel free to follow us. Let me see if I can.
Don't feel free, please.
Yeah, please follow us if you don't mind.
us.
It's HOT Chix Podcast. That's CHIX, like kitchen jargon for shorthand for chicken. CHIX, HOT Chix Podcast. So at HOT Chix Podcast on both Facebook and Instagram, or I doubt we'll get a Twitter with the way everything's going, or X as it's called now, or whatever.
But there is an X in chicks.
There is an X in chicks. There is no hot chicks. Well, never mind. So the thing is, one of the things that we might do down the road is we might do live eating, like going to a restaurant. If we can figure out how to do this, if it has an isolated thing, we might set up, if we can get in touch with restaurants and go on Twitch. If that's the case, I'll let you know ahead of time. We'll also pull that recording off and everything the sort. We might end up doing this side chick bite as something on a Patreon or something to talk about the flavor profile as well. The
reason why we're doing the side chick, the spicy tender, separate live right now is because obviously we just ate and we came back, and this is what when we eat this, it's not about the flavor. It's unimportant that it's cold. We've already talked about how good it is, or we've already tasted the chicken fresh. So it's just about the heat and doing that live for you guys, for your enjoyment, not ours.
You sadists.
Yeah, which it was my idea.
Thanks, Greg. Jeez.
So the chicken at Lily's was, to me, one of the most interesting things about it is how flaky it was.
Excellent.
So I prefer a thinner batter. just for reference, to compare Hattie B's and Prince's. I'm a Prince's guy because the batter's thinner.
Agreed.
That's one of the reasons I like it. Hattie B's has a little bit of a thicker, harder batter. This actually wasn't super thin, but it was really flaky. And so, but in a really good way. And the chicken was just really juicy, and the flavor was, I'll say this, the flavor was not, and this is not a negative, but it wasn't super, super distinct. And what I mean by that is there are certain places that you can tell they're using some cumin or something like that. This tasted very traditional to me. It tasted very, very traditional, and it was among some of the best hot chicken I've ever had. To be clear, it was just really, really good. I just have zero complaints about it. The hot, their level called spicy,
yes.
Was kind of the perfect heat for me. It was hot. I don't think actually I personally would have preferred it hotter. It was good and spicy, with plenty of flavor. Probably too spicy for some people. You know what I mean? Like, I like spice, so it was good, but it certainly wasn't lacking spice. Sometimes when you order hot, you wish, oh man, I wish I'd gone a extra step up. This was not that. And so, yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it. And again, the indistinct comment is that's not a knock at all. That's just to say, there are some places that you can tell. For example, Party Fowl to me tastes a lot like they use a lot of smoked paprika.
I'll agree.
That's what I taste, and so, that sets them apart. And then it starts becoming about preference. This seemed to be very traditional.
I will agree with that. I think one of the negatives that you can get into very quickly is, and I'm not saying that I've run into this here, but occasionally some people will buy pre-made marinades, right? Like a Cajun marinade for certain things, and marinate their chicken in this pre-made marinade that's shipped in. I've worked in a couple restaurants like that. I'm not saying that we've been to any restaurants like that, but I also believe that when you utilize something like that, you are taking away from the natural flavor of the chicken, which I personally, I know I don't always agree with you there, Gregory, but in this case I do. I feel like the natural flavor of a piece of dark meat chicken with hot chicken spices on it, it's a perfect complement. You throw the pickles on top, let the white bread soak up a little bit on the bottom. I mean, that white bread is...
I don't usually eat the white bread.
Oh, I do.
I try to bite of the white bread just to say I had, and it was just. We have
a friend of ours, a mutual friend who introduced us, named Josaphat. Josaphat is also a public speaker, a podcaster. He's as he likes to call it, he is showing men how to grow into better men, and also helping everyone of all backgrounds become the rock stars in their own life through Hey Rockstar. Check him out. It's HEYROCK5TAR on all of the social medias.
And he likes chicken.
He is the one who introduced us, and he loves hot chicken. He is the one who also explained to me the first time. He's who I used to go with down to Prince's, down on Nolansville.
Did he? So let me guess.
Go ahead.
Because he didn't explain this to me, but I'm guessing he does what he does at Gus's, where he holds the bread.
And while he eats?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But then the last thing he does is he eats the white bread and he talks, and that is the dessert part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, by the way, Gus's, shout out to Gus's. There's a rumor that one of them's coming to Nashville.
Oh, no. It's not a rumor. It's here. It's just not open.
It's just not, I can't.
The sign is up. It's there.
Gus's, hit us up, man. I'm just saying, it's not.
Gus's, hang on. If for some reason Gus's is listening to this, you have some of the best fried chicken I've ever had. Add Nashville Hot to your Nashville location. Just do it. Just have a Nashville special where you take your fried chicken and you dunk it in Nashville Hot flavor.
Hey, Gus's, this being the chicken that I wanted for my bachelor party, that like two of my groomsmen basically shanghaied me and took me to Memphis to get, literally this fried chicken. I'm telling you right now, even if you just did it on like a Wednesday special, you would sell out.
I mean, Gus's is, just to clarify, it's my favorite fried chicken that is not Nashville hot. And I don't usually eat fried chicken outside of Nashville.
Is that right?
Yeah, because after eating so much hot chicken, it just feels like it's missing something. But Gus's is very good. It's spicy fried chicken, but it's not hot chicken. It's through their marinade and stuff. It's through how they cook, how they prepare it. But it's not Nashville hot.
I like the way that you say that, because Nashville hot chicken, where Gus's hot chicken is very much a marinade with no spice sauce. Nashville hot chicken is not as much of a marinade in some circles, with emphasis on the oil drench.
Right, exactly.
So,
but
I like that.
Gus's do both. You know what I mean? Like, do both.
Por qué no los dos, man? Come on.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If Gus's doesn't do this, I am going to Dino's, and they sell their hot oil. You can buy a jar of their hot oil. And I'm taking it to Gus's because it's an East. So I'm going to go get some hot oil at Dino's. I'm going to go to Gus's, and I'm going to sit there and make my own hot chicken. And because I've always wondered, how would this taste if it was coated in the Nashville hot flavor? So anyway, do it for us, Gus's.
Yeah, man. But come on. Well, listen, make it a one-time thing and let us come in and interview you. We promise we will hype you up and sing praises. Quite frankly, though, I'm telling you this much. Even if you just make the Nashville location the only place where you can get the Nashville hot,
at least as a testing ground.
Yeah, man, come on. If Zaxby's is doing this, it's literally it's the wing style at the 7-Eleven by my house, man.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You have oil from the fryer. You just need the spices and stuff. And so anyway, Lily's.
Yeah, Lily's. Back to Lily's.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. I don't want to slight Lily's because it was
no.
Talking about other chicken, because this place was. Again, like, I would probably put it in my top 5.
I was thinking top 3, full transparency.
There's some that it could be top 3, but I think it's definitely top 5.
I will say, for what it is, for portion size. Okay, so again, obviously, I got the tenders, I got the fries, I got the coleslaw.
Talk about that.
I got my meal.
Talk about how the sides were.
The coleslaw for me, I'm gonna just rank these, and I'm gonna be very honest with you.
It all looked just like pre-made.
Well, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say like pre-made.
I think it was, and that's fine. Like a lot of places, they get pre-made sides.
Sure.
Prince's, I'm almost positive, does. Frozen fries pre-made, and you know what? I'm not arguing. It is what it is. It's not.
Guys, don't focus on the sides in that case. Focus. It's
all about the chicken.
I'm getting this because here's the thing. I'm about to be a dad. Right? So I know that there's going to be another dad that's out there that's listening, trying to convince his wife, hey, we should try out Nashville hot chicken. Oh, they have fries for the kids, right? Yeah. They have this. Here's why I'm saying this. I got the fries. The fries were good. They were crispy. They were distinguished with their heat. I found out after I ordered that they have Slap Your Mama seasoning, so you can get Slap Your Mama seasoning put on.
What is that? Is that like a comeback sauce?
It's not a comeback sauce. It's a dry kind of just a dry seasoning kind of situation.
Oh yes, okay, I know what you're talking about.
And you can get that onto your fries, which honestly might be on the Jazz fries. And if that's the case, that means they're a Creole type fry, which. Now I'm kind of excited about because I want to go back and try.
But they're still probably frozen, which is what it is. There are a lot of these places use, it seems like, the same frozen crinkle cut fries.
We had a conversation, Chef Chris and Gregory and myself, as we were leaving for one of my classes. Thank you, Chef. By the way, Chef Pershing led this class in culinary school, and shout out to Chef. She it was a quick service food class where you had to pick a recipe and then modify it with a quick serve food. So like a pre-made mix of something. And I did something with
oh gosh, what was it? Hush Puppies at one point in time.
Yeah.
And I utilized Hush Puppy, like I utilized different cake mixes, like angel food cake or something like that. And somebody's out there sitting like, that's sacrilege. It might be, but here's the deal. If you are sitting in a kitchen on a Saturday night and you find out you don't have X type of flour and you have to combat that and the show must go on, you have no choice. Improvise, adapt, and overcome, my dude, because you need to make sure that you make everybody happy because you got 38 tables of hangry people out there and your front line, which are the servers and the hostess, are the ones that are getting yelled at. So you better make sure that you have food on those tables.
Right.
And that is why I understand, but I'm telling you right now, one of the coolest things that I learned is quick service foods, right? Like the frozen fries at Lily's, they can still be prepared wonderfully.
Oh yeah, they're yeah. You know, you in the intro episode, you said you like Dino's fries. You know, Dino's fries
they're frozen.
They're frozen. They come out of a bag
as well. Absolutely.
And everybody loves them.
Everybody loves them.
So I'm not.
We're not selling secrets.
Here's
here,
the thing,
you know, and no disrespect, I love them.
Right. Here's the thing. If you're going to specialize in, if you know, like you have a capacity issue, right? Like I did see them cutting up collard greens in the back.
I saw that too. They were washing them.
But you have a capacity problem, right? Where you can only handle so much. And I think it's an assumption that a lot of these hot chicken places need fries. So a lot of them have the frozen crinkle cut fries. And if you can, would you rather put your focus on your chicken? Or like, would you rather just buy, you know, or split your focus on making fries and from scratch, and you know what I mean, or just buy fries. And so most people don't have a problem with the fries. It is what it is. It can be nice when somebody really excels in a side, but to be honest, it's not the biggest deal. What did you think?
I personally, the fries, they were a perfect complement to the meal as a whole.
Right.
Again, everything worked, and I feel like that's the final preparation. Now, I'm not going to write home about them because they were fries, you know?
Right.
Would I get them with the slap your mama on it, and would that complement the chicken? Absolutely. I will say this much. I don't know what they did with their coleslaw. I am a stickler for coleslaw, okay? I actually prefer, and this is a totally not... This is a hot take.
I think I know what you're going to say.
I prefer a vinegar coleslaw.
This was sweet. I think this was also pre-made coleslaw, which is again fine. But as you saw, I actually took some of your coleslaw and put it on a bite of fish, and oh man, that was good.
And I'm going to tell you, here's the thing. I don't care. I don't think it was fully pre-made. What I think it was potentially the shredded slaw mix, and then I feel like they kind of manipulated the sauce a little bit.
I've had coleslaw that tasted very similar to that, so that's why I'm thinking it's pre-made. But I actually like that coleslaw because when you're eating something that hot chicken, you have vinegary pickles, spicy chicken, and then the coleslaw it's cooling. You know what I mean? It's like it's a good thing to cut to get away from some of the heat. And not, you know, or the vinegar, you know what I mean? And so I actually think coleslaw is great. I actually think it's also great on a sandwich, you know what I mean? And so if you have a hot chicken sandwich or some, you know, like you put the coleslaw on it and it becomes a condiment then. And I don't mind coleslaw like that. I actually like it. You know, sometimes a place is collard greens because I love greens, but sometimes they're spicy. Sometimes they put heat in them. And so when I'm eating hot chicken, I don't generally like my sides to be hot too, personally.
I went to Moore's.
Yeah.
Right? And I got Moore's white beans.
Oh yeah.
Right? And
you had to specify.
Absolutely.
What beans, sir?
No. Moore's is another episode. But here's why I say this. You hit the nail on the head. You can have... And I think we have to say this. And honestly, we're approaching 30 minutes. So I got to make sure that
Dang.
Yeah, I know it's so easy to do this, right? Here's why I'm going to say this though. I'm going to post a couple videos up online of our experience, the everything of the sort. I need everyone to understand that the coleslaw with the heat of the chicken with the saltiness of the fries.
It all worked together.
It came together.
Right,
and I think you hit the nail on the head. You got the vinegar of the pickle. You got the heat of the chicken. You got the cream of the coleslaw that cuts through, the mayo that cuts through from that. It's a perfect combination of perfect complement.
Right. And he talked about how, like, with Cisco, he goes in and he just like samples a lot of different products, and that he, when he was talking about his pickles, and he chooses the one that complements his chicken. But it's all about the chicken. You know what I mean? It's all, well, the focus apparently is the fish too,
the fish. The sleeper is the fish.
Don't sleep on the fish.
Don't sleep on a fish.
Yeah. And so
for the new kid in town, I really think that knowing that the focus of Chef Chris and team over at Lily's, right? Yeah. And that's located right there in the farmers market at Bicentennial. I'm not saying near Centennial. I am saying BI Centennial, which is right behind the state.
Because there
Capitol.
is a hot chicken place by Centennial. Yeah. It's called Red's.
We're not going to confuse them. Okay. One of them has the Parthenon. The other one has the Capitol building. Okay. The state Capitol. Okay. That one is where we watch the note drop on New Year's. That is Bicentennial. Bicentennial. Also, it's...
Wait. Could you go over that again?
No, I'm not. Thank you. Jeez, oh, Pete. Okay. So all that to be said though, the focus over at Lily's truly lies on the chicken.
Yeah.
And the proof is in the pudding for that.
Absolutely. It speaks for itself.
Honestly, we don't have a grading scale yet. We're working on that right now, but I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, pre-grading scale, you have to make your way.
Nothing left to be desired. Right.
And honestly, here's the thing. I said I would get it DoorDashed. Gregory's not a big fan of delivery of hot chicken because it's like taking a perfect pizza and putting it into a box and having to wait 30 minutes until it gets there. Again, that's kind of where we differ, because if I'm working in an office downtown and they are open for lunch, I am getting a fish sandwich with their lemon pepper, and I'm getting a side of, I might even get a hot lemon pepper, and I might, think about that with the coleslaw on top and the extra pickles. Like, that's the meal right there, my dude.
And that's only $10.
It's only $10.
I actually think that fish was a really good value.
I agree.
For $10, that was...
I think the sides were like $2 and $3 respectively. Okay. So fries were $3 and coleslaw was $2. So I'm telling you right now, ask for extra pickles. That's the only thing that we did that I think needed.
Well, I always do that.
Yeah.
Always do that.
It's worth it.
So, Alex, is this the time they have all been waiting for?
Are we about to introduce our hot chick? Our side chick? I'm not ready for this.
Blue Cold Oysters.
Blue Oyster Cult. It was okay. You nailed it. Blue Oyster Cult. If I can get the rights to that song, I'll send them a $25 check to use it. But I will say this much. This is Fear DA apostrophe Reaper.
Yes.
And Gregory, where's mine?
It's right behind your laptop.
It's right behind my laptop. Okay.
I got you some napkins too.
Oh, beautiful.
Have some chocolate milk here.
Hey, also shout out. This is true. I am not a ranch person. I'm not a ranch person.
Oh.
And especially when we're eating hot chicken, I try not to eat with a sauce, because I want to. If I'm getting hot chicken, I want to enjoy hot chicken. But they make their own ranch, and holy cow, did it actually make me excited. Like, it was actually they looked and they said, oh yeah, people drink, like they order it so much like they're drinking it. And I stopped and I was like, no way. The moment I took a bite of it, I'm like, I need to get another one of these before I leave.
Okay.
It was good. Okay.
You do not have ranch now.
No ranch on this.
So we're going to eat this without taking anything to drink. I mean, and then we're going to, are you going to finish yours?
I doubt I will finish mine.
I think you should try.
I'm
going to try.
I will try.
All right. So we each have half a tender. Yeah. Cut in half. All right. 2
pickles on it. Just to give you an idea, it is ridiculously crispy.
Smells really good.
It really has a good smell to it.
I've been sitting here smelling it while we've been
I'll
talking.
tell you. You want to know? I can tell Chef Chris focused on the pickles, because honestly, combination of the pickles with the actual, smell it together.
Oh,
It's
yeah. Makes your mouth
outstanding.
water.
It really does. This is not for the faint of heart, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those moments where you understand why some snakes, like the boomslang, are so attractive are so deadly because people are just like, look at how pretty that is.
He's stalling. He's definitely
I'm terrified.
Stalling.
y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Ready. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Love you. Okay. Oh, God.
He said this was the hottest in town.
Greg, that's hot.
That's what he said.
Greg, that's hot.
I'm going to finish mine.
Oh. Y'all, if you're wondering what those sounds are, this is a very hot bite. Oh.
I got the hiccups.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's good podcasting.
Mm.
Oh, man. Okay. Sorry you had to hear that?
Okay.
Woo.
I got the hiccups. Let me try to get rid of these.
Okay, I'm going to press pause. Let us compose ourselves. No.
No. I mean,
man.
they want to hear this.
Well, then you talk. I'm getting milk.
Oh, man. Well,
I'm not happy.
that's hot.
Guys, it clears your sinuses real good. Oh.
Is it getting hotter?
No, thank God. All right.
It's getting hotter.
Yeah, it's getting hotter. I'm going to pause this.
No.
No? Come on,
No,
man.
don't pause it.
You're a sadist. Oh. All right. Eyes are watering now. Greg's holding his breath.
I think I got rid of the hiccups.
Yeah.
Wow. My eyes are watering. I'm crying.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had this happen in a while.
It's been a hot minute.
Okay.
Good job, chef. Good job.
Yep. And I haven't had my eyes watering.
I know.
Did you finish it?
Uh-huh.
You had an extra bite of just regular. Yeah. You know, the milk doesn't seem to be helping.
Nope. Nothing helps. It's all pain all the time. Oh.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had my eyes water like this.
Okay. So, we did not pause any of that. That was 2 minutes solid of us in pain.
I'm still in pain.
Still in pain. Very much in pain. Oh.
It does escalate. If anything I've learned, though, about these things, you sometimes have to let them run their course.
That's so true. Isn't that just like life? Oh, man.
Man, I don't think I've ever had my eyes water like this. Am I sweating?
You are.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't usually respond to things like this.
Okay. So
this might be some of the hottest thing I've ever had. Is it hotter than... The hottest I probably ever had was the off menu at Subculture, but that's the whole story. There's a whole story behind that, but...
All right.
It's coming down. It's coming down now.
Subsiding.
So now they have a full run of that process.
Wow.
That was a wild ride.
I did not think I was going to have that level of a reaction.
Well, it's also because it did not smell.
No.
It smelled great. It smelled like good chicken.
So, okay, for some of my...
Sometimes these things smell like, oof, like I don't want to get near that.
Sometimes it kind of smells like there's no real flavor. It's just heat.
Yeah.
That had flavor.
I've never had my eyes water like this.
No, it's actually quite adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Ladies and gents, I've gotten hot chicken with Gregory for at least 4 years now, minimum, 5 almost.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. He said this was he said the hottest in town. Now a lot of people say things. I would say that's definitely among the hottest in town.
I have had blazing hot wings. I have been to
that's like ketchup compared to this. By the way.
Yeah, very much so. What was the one? Quaker Steak and Lube. They have it's a wing place up north. And it was just outside of my.
Which is better?
What?
The steak or the lube?
Oh, stop. But it was just outside of my alma mater, Slippery Rock University, and we would go out there to get wings, and they had this challenge where you got like a bumper sticker if you ate it. And you had to sign a waiver. It was so hot and
stuff. Is
that
what the lube is for?
Okay, that's not what it meant. God. But I will say this much. I've eaten spicy things. That was a full range of emotion and a full range of heat in a bite. Lasted about 2 minutes on the come down.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest that's in here is from that other half tender that I had.
Right.
Oh man.
Here's a good question.
Hit me.
Could you still enjoy it?
Could I still enjoy it?
Because a lot of these things are not meant to be enjoyed.
No.
Could you still enjoy this?
A lot of these things. So here's the thing. A lot of these things, the people that get them, it's a badge of honor.
True. It's all
a badge of honor.
It's bragging rights.
Yeah. And here's what I'm going to say. I don't give, and this is going to be a hot take, I don't give a damn.
No.
If you have eaten the hottest thing, here's what I want to see. I want to see the best spice with the best flavor.
Right.
Which is why I think you'll agree with me on this. Oh God, I'm going to need more of that chocolate milk because this is just, thanks. I truly think that perfect intersection lies at Subculture's Tacos, the hot chicken tacos. Yeah. It's, to me, and again, hot take because it's not a traditional hot chicken, but
no.
I'll tell you this much, ladies and gents, that is my optimal flavor profile. I will say this much. The flavor that we just had.
It was still good.
It was still good. It was still there.
It was, you could still enjoy it. I will give them props because it was still good. Way past comfort.
But
still good. Could still enjoy.
Listen, sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zones to grow.
Sometimes we just got to wing it.
So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'm glad that Gregory said it. So this full transparency, Lily's to me, if you're out of town and your wife wants to go to the farmer's market, let her go and have some fun.
Great ambassador for Nashville Hot Chicken.
Great ambassador. I am not in any way, shape, or form upset to tell someone, hey, I'm going to the farmer's market. How's the hot chicken? You know what? Tell Chef Chris that Hot Chix sent you. He'll get you an extra tender with the super spicy on that. You know,
can't promise that.
I can't promise. Well, he'll at least tell you the best thing to get that day.
Sure.
Right? And I'm not saying for free. I'm not saying he's going to give you stuff, but like if you end up getting a side chick and you end up getting that one tender with some spice on it, he'll make it good. I'll tell you this much. Don't sleep on the coleslaw if you're getting something spicy. Don't sleep on the ranch, but most importantly, don't sleep on the fish.
Don't you wish you had some sweet coleslaw right now?
That would have been perfect.
Think about it. Exactly.
That would have been.
Now you see this man's vision.
Oh, that would have been. You get the coleslaw on it you get the pickle on top of that, right? And then the bread on the bottom. I'm just saying,
if you had to eat another one of those, you would want to do it with that sweet coleslaw.
Not even a second thought. I would absolutely do that. Okay. So, ladies and gents, absolutely great ambassador to the Nashville Hot Chicken, the dish and the preparation. Well done, team. Chef Chris Lilly over at Lily's Hot Chicken, and that is located at the Nashville Farmers Market near Bicentennial Park. Both of us have eyes watering still from that hot chick on on the side chick over there with the Fear to Reaper.
Among the best hot chicken, among the hottest hot level.
Agreed.
And among the best hot fish.
I will agree on all accounts. Well done. We are going to go find some milk to drink and to let the rest of this kind of run its course. Well done, team over there. And honestly, I don't know who's next, but we're going to find out together. So, as we say every week, ladies and gentlemen, be safe out there. Keep it spicy. And as always,
let's wing it.